check the audio here real quick. Hey, Ren. I'm just place the link in Discord, just in case anybody else feels like watching. You know, I know it's really early today. It's not even 1 p.m. my time here, but I'm trying to get to sleep a little bit earlier tonight. I've been a little bit under the weather, and the last couple days being up late, it's just kind of messed with my sleep and everything. What's up, Rooster? No, I'm off today. I'm off today. Let me hit Discord with it. Let me hit CW's as well. Ooh, I have to turn the volume down on my phone so there's no echo. And my family's all here, so you'll hear them in the background, unfortunately. Should be good. Alright. Give me 1 second, just want to make sure it gets the game capture in. So yeah, the problem is when I switch over, it keeps playing the music. It's not supposed to, and the reason it's doing that is from when I switched to, hold on, give me 1 second to get that music off so I can hear the actual game. That's just OBS. When I was doing a couple tutorials for the merge patch and like the load order setup and the mod list and everything, that's what messed it up. Good morning. What's up, KB? See you later. How you guys been? Yeah, it's definitely early. Yeah, mine from last night was more of a, I think it might have only been like an hour and a half. It was, I was just flat out tired at the end. The work the last couple of days has just been shit. Not that we're busy, but the weather. And the weather takes its toll on my body. Especially when we go from, 80-degree weather about a week and a half ago to 40-degree weather and mid-30s at night. So just, achy. And I've just been tired. I could down coffee all day, which is pretty much what I do. And it's, yeah. Early for me. Yeah, it's about 1:45 in the afternoon my time here. But it's early, and I'm doing it this way today because I'm off. And I'm trying to get to sleep a little bit earlier tonight. But this would really be the beginning of the story for him. We didn't really do anything. He should only be, he's level 3. To show you what I've advanced in, Sneak was the first one. I have one perk for Mastery. I believe I took Destruction as my second. Yes, I did. So there's my 2 levels. And my third will be in Light Armor. His starting gear is a little bit different. When I did the full test playthrough before I wound up wiping clean, he had different gear. He's using the Kermoan. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but the Geralt's gear. This one comes with Wicco. It's an optional file. But when I did the merge patch, I kept this in separate. It wasn't included in the merge, but it's separate as armor, so I could still console it in for myself. You could craft it too, but it's just starting stuff. We were going with the Shadow Scale set. I still have that loaded. And initially what I was going to do was use that first, and then switch over to this. The problem is I like this too much. I like this setup a little too much with the Sorrow Katana being his starting weapon. And its damage is decent, base, of 18. I didn't take any perks in one-handed. Yeah, see, so on my days off, it will be a little bit earlier. I'm glad you guys were able to join. Yeah, on my days off, like I said, I get 2 days off a week. Recently, it's been Thursdays and Tuesdays for whatever reason. Then they have me come back work Wednesday, which makes no sense, just to be off the following day. This week is Thursday, but Monday. So then I just do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is a little bit better than Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Because I'm basically the only person that doesn't have a day off on the, traditional weekend. Which kills it for me because the weekend everybody's off and then yet I'm stuck working. By the time I'm done, shower, eat dinner, everybody's either out doing stuff because it's the weekend and they have off, and nobody really wants to watch a stream. It's easier during the week. But they stretched it out a little bit better for me this week, having Monday off. But I will never be streaming on Wednesdays because Wednesdays is reserved for Couch Warrior stream. So you'll never catch me streaming on a Wednesday night. The only time I will do it is after his stream if people want me to do it. Because I'm assuming we pretty much everybody here follows him and we're all watching the story. And if he winds up I think he finished a little bit earlier than normal yesterday. And that's when I started this. But that's why I only went an hour and a half. I was just dead tired. From watching his to do on my own. I think mine was like an hour and 32 minutes, I believe. And then for those of you that haven't seen it, I fixed Athrulur's journal. No longer does it have the image not found on the side. I think I showed this off briefly yesterday. And I've added a couple entries. I think I added 5 and 6. So entry 5. But we'll go over that later. That's for a different time. So let me get out of there real quick. Organized bandits. I've set that to default, so I'll have 3 extra spawns minimum. I don't know why I didn't read the treasure map. I did kill the bandits after all. And what were the Thalmor orders? Ah, from Sanyan. Okay, that's vanilla. Nothing to do with that. Alright, I just try to read this so I can get them out of my... And I don't know where this came from. I don't know if this was the update. But I read this last time, and it wound up screwing up a bunch of stuff. So we're going to leave that alone. Anyway, this is basically him starting. Yeah, I'm building the journal as I go. So you'll only see up to certain entries. Right now he's got 6, and basically what happens is I started him similarly. He starts in Coldhaven, he makes his way to Helgen, he's on his way to Falkreath. Where I left off yesterday, like I said, yesterday was a little more of a test. We started in Coldhaven, came up, the path past Hamar's Shame, and we hit Helgen. We caught, Alduin leaving. We didn't know it was him, obviously. And then I took him down here. We did the cave. We saved Ralof, and hit everything from Riverwood all the way. We made it to the gates of Whiterun, and I did not go in there because I'm not talking to the Jarl. His initial thing would be, well, see the dragon. I'm still making my way to Falkreath. He has to visit a friend in Falkreath. That's where he's going. So I do have the Mage Stone. Normally it wouldn't be like that. It's just the way that I started it. And Snakeback Bridge is always unlocked from the beginning. That's part of TPOS too. I do have Morthal in, obviously, for the story, with the little additions here. I'm excited. Like I said, I've seen it through video. I've seen it during production and creation. I haven't actually seen it in game myself. And with all I have running, I can only imagine what it's going to look like. I am running a lot of Matthew's works, similar to how Nesbitt uses them. He uses a lot of Matthew's assets in his works. Ooh, yeah, Jay's circlets. Thanks, KB. Yeah, there was one that was armored and one that was unarmored. And I didn't want to go the armored route. I thought it might be overkill. So I stuck with just the base. I think they look fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. I did add a mod. Now, I forget the name of it, but it shows the amulets or necklaces that you wear. However, the Geralt's default amulet shows normally through this set. But if I have something else, like the necklace of minor sure grip, that should show. See how it's right there? You could see it. Normally that wouldn't show through this armor. That one normally would. But I wanted that because I like to see the necklaces, you know, on the top of the armor. It just shows what you're wearing. And if you have a, you know, like an amulet of Akatosh, Talos, Mara, etc., RK, you see them. Especially on characters that wear robes, and I believe some of them in here show robes. Tim, what's going on? Good to see you. It's a little, I know it's a little early, but it's, you know, a day off for me. So why not, right? And this story's technically started. This is really the beginning of the actual story with Athralor. Once my goal was to wait till Morthal, and the problem I have now is that Riften's already in the works, but we don't have a good Riften standalone mod. JKs, obviously, right? But I can't run JKs, and I can't run the additions that Nesbitt's made. So JKs is out. So therefore, Riften is what it is. You're gonna see it pretty vanilla, aside from noble textures and I'm trying to think of a couple things here and there. Statue textures, shrines. There's a few other things you might see in Riften that's just, but basically the city's vanilla. I can't wait to add that in, because then I know as soon as I do that, he's already going to be starting on another one. And the longer I put this off, the more I'm going to want to play a different character, which means going through and redoing the entire load order again, and I'm absolutely not doing that until I decide on a different character. And it's going to be completely different. I was talking to Ren a little bit about, well, one of two characters I have in mind. The first one is, it's an Argonian mage, possibly a necromancer. I don't know. I've been really wanting to do Undeath again, or at least have the Lich form. But I was thinking Argonian, but I'm not really sure if that's the direction I want to go. The other is he's gonna go completely a different direction. I may go Sword and Board, which I never do, because like right now we're technically a Spellblade class. Sneaky, vampire obviously, but I may go Sword and Shield and Heavy Armor, and I detest Heavy Armor. I tried it with a one-handed Sword and Board. I tried it with the two-handed Battle Axe, and I couldn't get into it, and I think it's because I didn't really think the character out. Magic's more my style. So even if I'm, you know, doing a pure mage or like, you know, a Spellblade, it's just a little bit easier for me. So, and I like them. But I thought of like just like a pure Argonian alchemist, like one that can, I guess, like, I don't know, I think Ordinator has something in, let me see here. Is it in Sneak? I might be thinking of something else. Okay, no, it's not in here. Let me check Alchemy real quick. Yeah, for like elemental oils, So I was actually thinking this tree as kind of like a poisoner, but he, you know, frenzy, paralysis oil, walking disaster. Just all alchemy based. Um, and then I think I'd have him worship, the Hist. I believe Sithis is the other default Winter Sun deity for Argonians, but I think he would worship the Hist. And then we'd use probably the I mean, Athralor's going to use the Shadow Stone as his main. We'd probably use the Shadow Stone for that guy too. He'd have to be sneaky. He really wouldn't have anything else. He'd probably use a dagger and maybe a bow to poison. I don't see him using crossbows because I think they're too noisy. Although they would fit, they do pack a good punch. Um, but I think maybe like a short bow, hunting bow, or if I could find something that's similar to that. Uh, the other thing that I was thinking about was using a custom race and doing a Dwemer and making use of the autocannon. Because I did this on console, right? And there was a Dwemer race mod and you have to use race comp, right? And it actually turned out to be a pretty fun play. Dwemer beards, for the obvious, you have the race. The race actually comes with, I think, the Altmer stats. So he had like a buff of like 50 or 70 magic right from the start, which was great. He only used restoration to heal himself, and it was basically smithing, enchanting, heavy armor, one-handed, sword and board. So a little into block, not a lot. Base perks, so like mastery, time block. I think I had deflect arrows, but we didn't do anything with like bashing. I don't really think I got much further. I think I took one in time block, one in quick reflexes. I mean, I didn't go too heavy into it. Mostly smithing and enchanting. I don't know how that's going to play out with Hone Metal. Because if I keep the mod in, which I absolutely love it, other people, like, the smiths will create for me. The court mages will do the enchanting. That was the other route I was thinking about going, was a Dwemer. But there's tons of mods, and there's tons of quest mods, sort of based around that. Some are completely based around it. I may do a snow elf. I've been wanting to do a snow elf play. So we'll have to see. And if I do that, I'll use Winter Overhaul, because I've been dying to use that. And then I could pretty much nix about 100 gigabytes worth of graphical mods, which would be great. So, let me see. Okay, yeah, out of here. So yeah, this is basically him. We're level 3. He is on his way to Falkreath to visit a friend. He saw the dragon, and that's what we're going to pick up. I've been trying to adjust the sensitivity. I have my mouse sensitivity almost all the way down, but it's still... let me see if I can fix it. Alright, so here's the slowest, right? Which is... I can't react fast enough in combat. Here's 2. Which is a little bit better. So I think I'll stay right there. I usually hit 3. And I believe I have his... Now, I say this, knock on wood. I believe I have his sword stuck animation fixed. It's okay, little fox. Uh-oh. Another vampire? Where are you going? Yeah, you're going nowhere now. Oh, she's got Blight Curse. The TDN... Oh, nice. Well, you're naked. It's nicer than the one I have, right? Yeah, I had the red. I need the hood. The hood's what I'm trying to find. This is from Legendary Edition, by the way. This armor. Yeah, that one looks nice. I'm not gonna wear it, but and I couldn't figure out where I got the trigger ring from. I looted this off a bandit. I have no idea. So I don't know if it's added in my legacy or not, but what are we doing? We'll keep seduction on. And then other little touches like the new lanterns. Those are Matthys as well. I absolutely love them. Yeah, for the most part the stutter's under control. I lowered the sensitivity down. And it's about as low as you can get it. It just means a little more on my end playing with the mouse, but it seems like it's better. Yeah, 5 real quick. You never know. I just have to remember to stay in third person a little bit more if I can. Already. Oh, he's behind me. Dick. There's the problem. We'll take the level. Another one? Damn it. Can't get him. We'll try again. Damn. Already, huh? This is the problem with the mouse sensitivity is that, oh, he's gone. Where's the other guy? There's gonna be a bunch of them here. Oh yeah, look at them all. They're all up there. Thank you, organized bandits. Going through these blood potions like crazy. It's that mage. And him. I don't want to get hit by either one of them. Crush me like a bug, huh? Damn it. Oof. Well, you're looking. It's gonna throw me back over there in a second. No, not that fireball. Sorry. Can she see? Oh, she can hear me though. Oh, it's a dude. Well. Where'd he go? Oh, Ash Pal. Number 1. There you go, Ren. A little more prepared this time. I had a premonition. You're coming this way, buddy. Let's do a little more health this time. I have enough base magic, I think. Alright, instead of doing illusion, let's go back into sneak. Let's get that maxed out right now. 30% more effective, yep. Okay. There's some butterflies to pick. Come here, you. They're seeing me already. Damn. Whoa. That one took me down pretty hard. Yeah, arrows are not my friends at all. This guy here. Any more? Yeah, there's more. Of course there's more. There's always more. Can't use it, but is this guy a fear striker? Oh, one's an assassin. That's awesome. Alright, time to retreat here a little bit. Let's rethink this. Oh, he can hit me from there. You bastard. How many are left? Oh, and that's why I'm injured. That would be why. Gotta love Wildcat. Stripped me of all my magicka. We're gonna have to rethink these guys completely. I didn't know I was gonna add this many in. And I'm only on master, so I mean, you know, it shouldn't be that hard. Obis just adds in a ton of shit. And I have it on the default spawn, so I mean, let's rethink this here. Alright, there's a guy there. I don't want to make this a whole video of me. So I'm muffled. Oh no, but they can still see me. Damn it, and this is where the mouse sensitivity comes into play. I'm gonna have to up it anyway. Oh, look at them all. They're setting their own traps off. Let's get that guy. Ooh. Damn. Fuck. What am I up to? 4 now, Ren? That's terrible. We got one. One guy's down. Got the dropper. He's got a lot of health. Look at that. And there's all these guys. They don't know what to do. They're just kind of standing there. Got the black heart. The black heart's pretty strong. I'll just snipe them from here. They can't see me. Berserker. You're down. You go visit your friend. Oh, he's dead too. So now maybe we could take this guy here. I don't see anybody coming from. Oh, holy shit. Okay. That's definitely gonna injure me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, this is gonna be a whole video of me dying over and over again. Awesome. I hate sneak archery with a passion. It's gotta be the easiest thing in the entire game. So when I have the chance to take sneak for my magic, I'm going to. Give them a little bit of their own medicine. Who's the asshole that had the big bow? Probably one of these guys. Let's get to some higher ground here. Whoa, okay. I saw that. God damn it. Yeah, I can't even make it to Falkreath. How about that? Can't even go visit my buddy. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is visit my friend. Let's try this from the other side again. Come on. Skyrim physics. One of them can one-shot me. That's the problem. Yeah, I hear voices in my head. Oh, come on, really? Get up, get up. Up, 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 up. Alright, let's see where they're at. The black heart. Oh, you're on the other side, okay. Can you reach me up here? Well, but you don't like that, do you? Bite of the flea, huh? Yeah. There she is. Alright, she's down. Probably a bad time to feed, right? Alright, we're gonna F5 right here. We still got some more assholes to deal with. And where are said assholes? They're over by the tower. Ooh. At this point, we'll just take everything and make them naked. I don't think I have any nude mods in here. Like, no body mods, no UMP renewal or CBB or anything like that. It's all been... Oh no, I didn't fix the sword animation. Okay, there it is. So, it does happen when I feed, I am aware of that. The rest of it I'm okay with. How many more are there? 2? Oh, you got a nice looking bow. 24, that's not bad. 115, I didn't like that. Is it that guy? We'll come back to him. Good. Try it again. There, you missed. Missed again. Oh, you're done for. Finally. Ass hats, yeah. I think somebody else coined that one though. Oh, he had a lot of stuff. Look at that. Ring of Might. Wow. And some of these are enchanted sometimes when you pick them up. What's over here? Imperial bow. We'll take some arrows for the time being. Less rude song. Sure, why not? Oh, they didn't even activate the other set of traps, huh? Get some stale blood potions while I can. I'll try to alternate between actual feeding and extracting. Yeah, we'll get some stale. So these are quite handy. I can't drink water, so it doesn't matter. Just blood. That's it. Oh, there it goes. Anybody fall off that I don't see? I don't think so. F5. Whew. You always leave them naked, especially in the beginning. Butterby, come here. That's it. This'll. Okay. I probably should give him a hood. Nah. Nah, he's fine. Doesn't need a hood. Going to Falkreath, huh? This way? Couldn't tell with the massive structure standing right there. It does look a lot different though. I can't. This is one that I'm gonna take a stab at modding. I know there's a couple Falkreath mods already. That does look nice though. So this is Great Cities. Falkreath. So I'm mixing in Magus80 mods with some of the Great City mods. Obviously, none overlapping.
What do you need?
Nothing. We're good.
Everything's in order.
This is the only problem I have with this particular one. There is a lot of conflicting. I mean, it's knit together pretty tight.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Den Gear first, and the Empire second.
I just want to see what you have for sale, lad.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could take some stuff off my hands. Stuff I do not need. Don't think I need my vampire sets. I think we're good on these. Do want the silver ingot. Let's see, does he have anything I might want? No lockpicks. Okay. We're good.
See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Like, I can't tell if that's part of the mod. I don't have anything else that's affecting it aside from Great City Falkreath. Right? That's supposed to be there? And the only other thing that bothers me here is like this. It's pretty obvious.
What do you need?
Ah, Nesbit.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not,
I know it's early enough today, right?
Well met. Unlike my brother, I've no dislike of strangers. Met lots of them while I was a Stormcloak.
Ah, Stormcloak.
I was once, but not anymore. I was wounded in a skirmish up near Windhelm. This was years ago, mind you. Now maybe I don't pick up a blade in Ulfric's name no more.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, I did try to scale back. Took out the entirety of Skyrim Realistic Overhaul. I couldn't notice much of a difference with it on, and it's another what is it? Almost 20 gigabytes worth of space, a little bit less than that. Yeah, it's early enough. Like I said, today's my day off. I was trying to get it. I was actually trying to start it a little bit sooner, but I had to rerun Finis because of the issue with the sword getting stuck at the animation, which seems to be fixed for the most part, aside from when I feed. There's just nothing I can do about that. That's a mechanic of better vampires. So you mentioned a brother. Who is he?
His name's Bolin. He's the one who works the lumber mill down by the river. If you meet him, don't expect much in the way of conversation. He ain't one for talking, especially with folk he don't know.
Alright, so what do you have for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Treasures. Yeah, they all call them treasures, don't they? Oh. Things I do not need. We'll keep the Blackbriar Mead for now. Don't need the water skin either. Let's see if he has has anything I could possibly want. That is the nicer backpack. I am taking that. Ah! I was talking about a hood. We'll buy one just for the hell of it. Necklace of Merit. Interesting enchantment, but not for 1100 septims. When I'm gonna find it out in the world, right? Maybe? Death Ward. It could be useful. We'll save our money for now. Alright, Solaf, thank you.
Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
Ah, will I now?
Don't do that.
Do what? Ooh,
Can I get you something?
nah. I see there. Yeah. Oh no, I appreciate. Yeah, it's a lot smoother. The other additions I have of Matthew's, obviously his lantern and his signs. I do have his full version of the 3D signs, which I quite like. And we fixed guard armor overhaul. And you're gonna see them have two different style cloaks. One from Cloaks of Skyrim, and then one from I think it was called Nordic Cloaks. This 3D door frame.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors. Imperials.
Imperials, huh?
We drink to our youth.
Where is he?
Days come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about
Hey.
done. Yes?
She could just spend less time serving.
Sure. What can I do for you?
I wish we could afford to pay.
You could take a break.
I really
Sure. My voice could use a rest.
That's right, it can. Finally.
Need something?
How's it been?
Lead the way.
That's right.
What can I do?
And common clothes actually puts him in a nice outfit. Alright, Braven. Let's first, just to make sure you are essential. What time of day is it? 6:17, almost about that time.
Yes.
don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger to them. Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
Pointing out the obvious, aren't we? I just want a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Is it that obvious? I mean, it's a little pale. Where'd she go? This way?
Let me know if there's anything else you need. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
And it doesn't have a door either. Oh. Just so none of the patrons can see. Yeah, Braven, you can sit in the chair I was about to sit in, that's fine. Let's get a couple hours rest. That's better.
Strangers like you bring war. I've seen enough war. Need some?
I don't know. EFF maybe. The only reason why I had to, like, he's created. I created Braven, right? So when I created him, I made him essential. But with certain followers, oh, so he does have the torches. Yeah, let me. You don't need the torches. You don't need your septums either. And take your bow. Ah, so now you're properly attired. There we go. Probably shouldn't have sold those arrows, right? I can give that back to you. But I know you're gonna use the sword. He's a beast, by the way, in combat. And if you're curious about the ebony, it's the ebony retex. So, Phoenix, I believe this is. But the bow is handled by, is it better shape bows? So you won't see the retext for this. The swords is, Lean Wolf's. Alright. Let's see where we're headed to now. I think the Whiterun's gonna have to wait. Well, let's make it up to the lake first. Wow, you can be like, wow, yeah, that does wonders. And you can see the glow from Muffle. Look at that. Like you would think that would be a dead giveaway. No, I do have that glitch again with the sword. Look at that. See? There it is.
Huh?
But it's not. It's on my back. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Damn it. Who sees me? Another guard, right? Of course, it's always another guard. Get a 2-for-1 here. Oh, there's the bounty. Northerner axe, nice. There's some arrows. Alright, Braven, do your thing. Oh, we made a mess of Falkreath. That's okay. Perfectly fine. Let Braven do his thing. There's gonna be more. I think he'll honestly take on the whole entire town. Oh, he's going down. That's what I get for being greedy, right? For wanting that last bite. And there we go. One shot. And I didn't get to enjoy the nice scenery. We'll have to rethink this now. Alright, so he's going that way. Might only be able to get 2 off him. Yeah, 1 blood potion. Well. Arrows in the torch. Let's go. Saw nothing. Yeah, he's up to 6. It happens, right? So the sky is ethereal cosmos, which those of you who have used it already recognize it. I just took the basic setting. It's between that usually and the cathedral one. The night sky was like 8K. Who are these guys? Thalmor? Let's find out. Oh, they're vigilance. No vigilance is a friend of mine. I'm gonna help his friend. I didn't even notice. Notice that. Oh, so you're the stronger one, huh?
I'll try and make this quick.
Didn't even need to. Oh yeah, you have to put your gear on, Braven. Can't fight in common clothes. Okay. There we go. That's an interesting one. Light armor, increase magicka by 30, but I've got toggle helmet, right? So, and I can use it with my circlet, I think. Let's see. Anything to buff my magicka is good. Alright, so yeah, my circlet stays equipped, right? And note to self, add toggle helmet. I knew I forgot something. Where was the other guy? Ooh. Manifesto. Nice. Take that. Okay. So we are heading in the right direction. I think we'll go via Whiterun the other way. We'll come up here. A little more scenic. Take this level here. Magicka. We do need illusion. And I believe... that's right, I get a second perk. Okay. To max out destruction already. right? That's all we need in destruction. Makes things a little bit easier. Let me hard save now. So, like I said, this was the old save where we made it to Whiterun. I'm just gonna overwrite that one. We don't need it. And that's definitely gonna help with my Ghost Walk and Muffle.
I'm waiting. Out with it.
If you see them, let me know. Oh, he's all the way up there. Can I get him? Ooh.
I don't know where I'd be without.
Is that the only one? It's usually more than one skeleton. Ah, there's another one. Ah, the watchtower. This will be fun. Gotta love Ghost Walk. Alright. Ooh, Black Cowl. Not worth much. And Bound Sword. No, not yet. Morthal I will. That's kind of the plan. We're gonna make it to Whiterun. We're obviously gonna get sent on that fetch quest to Bleak Falls, but Athriller doesn't really have any intention of doing anything for anybody aside from himself right now, so. We'll extract some blood. Always best to do this at night, so I can, spam through them during the daytime. Because, one-shotting with an arrow is a thing. And for some reason, EMB Light for the Soul Gems isn't working. Card of Demon. I think that's my first card. Awesome. I'll just take the rest of it. And what else was up here? Liminal Bridges. Nice. Book of the Daedra. Alright, Braven. Gone MIA, right? So that's the thing. Leader's teleportation crashes my game. I'll have to know not to use that again. Apologies. We'll just restart it. I don't know why that is. Hey, Crimson. Yeah, early today I'm off. It'll restart. For some reason, yeah, EFF. I've been trying to figure out if I'm going to go with AFT, but then I saw Nether's follower framework, and I kind of want to give that one a shot. I don't know what it is about using the leader's teleportation that makes it crash. It's almost instantaneous, and that's on me. I forgot about that. Completely forgot that it actually does that. Yeah, that was a crash from here. I'll show you the. I won't use it, but this is on a hard reset. I have to do all that over again with the skeletons. That's not a big deal. Yeah, leader's teleportation is from Extensible Followers Framework. It is your way to summon them if they get lost, etc. It never used to crash on me. Just lately it has, and I forgot about it, obviously, until just now. But here, I'll show you my menu here. So you have leader's telepathy, allows you to command a follower, right? Teleportation, obviously, it does what it says it's supposed to do. Teleport all of your followers to you. Well, I only have one follower, just Braven right now. That's it. So, don't know why that would cause the crash the desktop, but I'm just not going to use it. That skeleton came from down here. Oh, because he's right there, that's why. They actually do a decent amount of damage too. No third? Alright, let's leave him alone. Don't really have a desire to go back up that tower. So, no realistic waters too. Just smooth water. Realistic waters too. Oh. Get him.
That's the end of that.
They do decent damage. Look at that. Thank you, Master Difficulty. Yeah, I had some of that health back. Where'd he go? Get over here.
You there, citizen. This area is off limits.
How much you want to bet he one-shots me?
Imperial business. Yeah, so you'll have to pay us a fine. Say, 100 gold. Pay up, citizen. Fine. If you can't pay what's fair, you'll pay what you're right. Is someone there?
Oh, well. That made me glitch out. Let's see. Imperial Soldier. Empty. They're the guys they killed. I don't know, Ren. Do Crash Desktop count as Ash? I don't think so. I mean, I'm doing a good enough job, you know, dying on, you know, master difficulty in combat as it is. There's another one right there. So we'll feed on. And I even reduced the density of Vadosprum, but there's another one over here too, yeah. That would be this one. Interesting. Worth a good amount. Alright, F5. There it is again. The sword that's not there. I could have too many scripted mods going too, still. I mean, that is a possibility. You can see the sword popping up from the bottom there. Just, it's something with my animation, so. There it is. Yep, it's back. Because I fed, so I basically have to put my sword back in my hand, draw it out, put it away. Oh, it should be fine now. Okay. We're good. Although I wonder if visible favorited gear also plays a role in that too. I always wondered, I wonder what order to put them in. I didn't notice any conflicts.
There ought to be a lord. It's them.
Yeah? Nothing. He's got nothing I really want. Oh god, this is gonna kill him. Because I'm in sneak mode, and I can't exit out of this. He's gonna leave my service. It's gonna give him that knapsack. Alright, I can't do that to him again, or else I risk having him leave my service. That was... Well, the weapons on back is actually from XPMSC. From putting the sword on the back. So I do wonder if there's... I never had an issue on console with it, right? So the only thing I set up, unless I have the wrong one for the sword, you know, for myself and then for the NPCs, and then a dagger on the back. Everything else I leave default. True spear combat. Interesting. Anyway, yeah. So I wonder if I could be. Yeah, I have visible favorited right above it, so maybe I have to put it below it. It could be. Like I said, it only happens once in a while, and usually when I'm feeding. Normally everything else is pretty good. I know obviously when you're switching an animation like that up. Although I wonder if I turn invisible favorited gear off. See, yeah, I see how he's got it in his hand right now. And he's not supposed to. Now he's supposed to. See that? But if I switch over to the spell, it goes away. So let's try turning it off to see. Ooh. Wrong one. Okay. So that's okay. If he equips his sword, let's put it away. Let's go over to 2 spells. So the sword goes away. I'm actually okay with that. I don't really need it, you know? If that's going to fix the animation, that'll be okay. We'll keep visible favorited gear off. And I do think that's probably what it is, Sly. I think it's probably the order. I think if I move it down beneath the finished output created mod, it should be okay. I think EMB Lite is working though for the Nernroot, because that's one of the modules it has. Yeah, it's got to be. Oh yeah, it's definitely working. Definitely working. We're almost near the grove here. F5 real quick. Let's see. It's 3 a.m., so that is perfect time for... Who is awake?
Stop that. Keep your spells to yourself.
Alright, so it is 2 p.m. Let me make a quick save here. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Transfer over this one. I'm going to take about a 15 or so. I just want to get up, stretch my back around for a little bit, and reheat the coffee. So let me put up the be right back window and I will see you guys in about 15 minutes or so. Alright, bye. Alright. Quick break. And we should be coming back now here. Should be popping up any second now. So yeah, what I'm running is most of Matthew's works. I had to take a few of them out.
The Riverwood Trader is everything you need.
His to show you what it is, his signs is an all-in-one. So it doesn't include the road signs. That's handled by Weather Roadsides, but stuff like these for the Sleeping Giant, the sign for the Smithy. This is all included in his. Yeah, it's rather a large file. Let me go back. I believe this is what he was talking about. There's the default sign here. So I can move it. Yeah, it does move a little bit. Okay. And then this is the textures here are from weathered road signs. Just the road signs, there's nothing else. But they're both above TPOS2. Like I said, yeah, the only thing I have loaded underneath it are Riverwood Grove, Rebellion, Whiterun, Morthal, and then patches. Literally, that's it. And then you can see for like the Riverwood Trader too. That's Matthew's. I do want to sell off some of this stuff here. Thank you, Nesbitt. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, if I see anything else out of play, I really haven't. The only other sign I think that was out of place was, where was it at? There was two of them. Oh, in Winterhold. And I believe that's because I'm using Winterhold Restored. And that may conflict with Matthew's 3D signs, but I usually get two signs and like one's right on top of each other. That's the only place in the game that really
My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help.
One's the vanilla sign, and then one is Matthew's 3D sign, and it's literally two signs, one right on top of each other.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Trinkets, odds and ends. Don't need a Cyrodiilic sword. Definitely no amulets of Stendar. We'll keep that backpack. We will sell. Oh no, I think I'll keep both. I'll keep this one for me, and I'll give that one to Braven. And then the base hood, I'll keep. Officer's helmet, I do not need. These I can disenchant. Don't need cure disease. So we have 15 stale blood. We have 6 full blood. So this is how I heal. It's the only way I can heal. I can't use restoration magic, and I cannot use food. And I can't use any other potions for that matter. I can create them. I could use poisons on my weapons if I need to. But that's about it. So we're going to try and get into some alchemy. I kind of want to keep Blade Curse, but I know I won't be using it. See, it's going to make me want to go down the Necromancer route, and I can't do that, so gotta go. Immortal Blood, we always keep this copy on us. This and my journal are usually the two. Don't need the Adventurer's Journal. And these are unique. I think I'm going to hold on to these for now. And that's about it. And I already know he doesn't have anything for me.
Damn thieves. As if things weren't bad enough.
Braven, okay. We are going to take that ugly backpack off you. And we'll give you one of the good ones here. We'll give you this one here. That's a little bit better. Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, the leather fits. Okay. The leather fits. Almost daylight, right? Yep, 4 something in the morning. So we'll cross this way. Got these nice new bridges, may as well use them, right? Is that? Oh, it is. Level up time. Time to go health. So destruction's at 2. That's all we need. We'll take dual casting later. Illusion. I will be taking 2. I'll be taking Quiet Before the Storm, and I will be taking dual casting, but that will be it. Sneak I have 2. I really should take sneak attacks. But let me just see. I don't have anything in one-handed yet. We'll invest a perk in one-handed. 25% better. That's always handy. Still does damage, damn. Nice. Yeah, Braven will catch up. Who is this? Random mercenary, huh? Random mercenary.
Keep those damn spells to yourself.
No, I don't think so. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Gold necklace. Awesome. Just take it all. Sell as much of it as I can. Less magic. The only magics that I'm going to be using are specifically the destruction spells added in by better vampires. So my drain is going to be a main, and as I level up this will get stronger. Frost Cloud, as I level up that will get stronger. There's 2 more main spells, and I can't pronounce it. The Hemalurgic Spike, like the Blood Spike, looks like Ice Spike but blood red. I'll have that one. And then the Flames of Cold Harbor, which is kind of like a Wall of Flames, but it's blue. And it also decreases their armor rating. And I think it fears them. And does damage over time. It's a pretty cool spell, but it lights up like a hell of a lot. You have to do it in an open area. And you have to be careful because your followers can get hit pretty easily with it, and they'll take a knee. They'll go down pretty quick. The only other actual magic that I'm using are Ghost Walk and Muffle. That's it. I can't use healing. I can use the Blood Ward. I just don't see really the need for it. It uses my blood bar. So if blood is enabled, health is drained to help power the shield. So it'll suck out my blood bar. And then this is if I turn somebody into a vampire and I want to turn them back. So if I wanted to say turn Braven, I could. I'd have to force him to sleep and then use Praester Sanguinare to turn him. And then this is how you turn people back. Usually what I do is yeah, we're gonna keep him human. He's not gonna become a vampire. The the priests around towns. Usually I turn them. Because it is nice to have other allies, especially... Ooh, and that reminds me, I have to enable vampire hunters. So we'll go to better vampires. I think it's under general. I have to enable them. Vampire hunters, we want random hunters. So they will send any number of vampire hunters to hunt me down. Which I think is great. Oh, there he is up there. The whispers, the voices. We have seduction on, good. Let's get this guard. I don't think there's another one. Ah, there is another one, damn it. Alright, we'll have to be quick about this. We'll only get 2 shots at him.
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
We might only get 1. That's it, I'm not chancing a 3rd. Yep, there, wears off. Okay, we're good. So for lighting, I stayed with ELFX. I added ELE and the consistency patch for the 2 of them. ELE actually helps with my EMB. To give you an example, this is with the EMB on, and this is with it off. I mean, obviously it's early morning, so it doesn't look too bad. But you can see the cloud cover immediately, right? Without it, it's pretty bland. Pretty bland. I mean, it looks okay. That just looks a hell of a lot better. Plus, if you're looking at the mountains, I mean, say it's like, you know, early morning like it is now, or it's dusk, and you just find that nice setting sun or rising sun that hits the water and you want to take a nice screenshot. An E&B light also puts the glow around Nern roots. As you can see, there's no more glow. Death bells. There's a couple other ones. There's a couple other mods for E&B light. Damn it. And damn wolves. Yeah, she's gonna come talk to me.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
Yeah, it didn't look like you need my help.
Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers.
You know, and I actually tried this character with Sacrosanct Slay, and it just wasn't the same. Part of his combat style is combat feeding.
All right then.
And I know with Sacrosanct you can do it, but it's usually up a little higher.
Fight with us and you'll
What's
have
up, Rhea?
stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker.
Carcass? Yeah, they all change.
You look strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion.
I am pretty strong, but I don't want to be a companion. Yeah, part of his whole fighting style is combat feeding. As he gets stronger, and the more he does it, he obviously ranks up as a vampire. But it also, like, it increases his speed, so just immediately, from just starting the game as a vampire, you get the normal stuff. You get your, 100% resistance to poison and disease. You resist frost. That'll vary. Usually stays around 40% because I keep myself sated. So I started off as a fledgling. So weapon attack speed is increased 2%. Destruction spells are 4% stronger. This will go up, all of these. And then obviously my diet's not going to be varied. It's going to be blood and feeding. But as long as I stay well hydrated, well rested, and well sated, I'll also receive these buffs here. So for well hydrated, time between shouts is reduced, stamina magic or regeneration 8%, resting is 8% more effective, because I do have I need on. All my skills improve 10% faster for 8 hours as long as I'm rested, and health regen and damage output are increased by 8%. So essentially, as I level up my actual vampire rank, these will also increase. And I should always stay around 30% weakness to fire. That's just innate. But Ashbourne gives us the 25% resistance, so I am 5% weak. So it's not that bad. Also part of the reason I went Dunmer as opposed to Breton. For the, was it 15% I think it is? Because it has changed. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. You can look at the cloud cover right there, and I mean, that's just... That's obsidian. That's base obsidian. Right? With, you know, mountain fogs, you can't see them. But with DMB, ethereal clouds pops out, and obsidian mountain fogs, and it blends right in perfectly. Designs of the Nords. And I'm using Embers HD, but I'm also running Inferno. So I have a couple lighting and fire mods too. So yeah, I tried Sacrosanct with them, and I was only going to stick with the Hemomancy spells because that makes sense. But it's really geared towards a pure mage. There's just too much to do. By the time you get all the Hemomancy spells, plus, I mean, they cost a lot. I don't immediately have my abilities like Deflect Light and Shadow. Praetor, I like to be able to turn whoever I want, anytime I want. Seduction, I could do Seduction anytime as opposed to once every 24 hours. Call Creature, if I want this, I don't have it on my favorites, but I can call 1 to 3 creatures to come to my aid. I think if I was playing a like a Bosmer Ranger style, but vampire, like one of their one of the vampire clans from Valenwood, Call Creature might actually be one of my major powers. With the EMB, I really have no need for night vision. Predator vision, just because it gives you the ability to collect wolf's eyes from wolves, and you can use them in alchemy. Make some pretty strong potions. But I have to add that mod in. Like, I could add that in any time. Reveal auras, I probably will use this. I have a mod called Sense Dead, which I have yet to pick up the book for. It just reveals all living and dead bodies. But Reveal auras it does the same thing, but it uses blood points, because I'm on the blood point system. Servant to reanimate a powerful dead body. 10 minutes, that's not bad. You know, or until they die. And then Mind Blast. This one's pretty cool. So you have a small radius and they're paralyzed for 1 to 4 seconds, but all your stamina is consumed. So if you do it in the daytime, you can kind of nerf yourself. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah. Alright, Braven, let's go.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Let's see if she has anything that I can use. Elven arrows already, right? See what I can sell her. Don't need the Nordic war. I do like this weapon though. I'm gonna make a character that this is gonna be their weapon. I love this. I can't stress this enough. That is so cool looking. But I don't need it. What else do I need? I don't need the iron and the steel. Right? Yeah, that's it. Do you have anything? Nothing I need. Let's take the arrows for Braven. I'll keep the Elven for myself. That's not that bad.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
Just so he has some ranged weapons.
Oh.
And then we'll have him... what do I want? More combat. We'll have him as an archer. We'll see if he uses his bow. His sword's actually a little stronger, so that's why.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Mercenary. I love how the cloaks still clip through when I walk.
Cause trouble in Whiterun. And
That's
I'll follow
awesome.
you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Experience I can handle. Let's talk of dragons. World gone mad, I say.
And that's the only downside is that I wasn't able to use realistic water 2. I have smooth water for the textures, but that's it. Realistic Waters 2 was causing seams, and they were so noticeable they were game breaking for me. Absolutely game breaking. Couldn't do it. Right? Couldn't do it at all. So it had to go, unfortunately.
On the road up north.
Ah, you. Wolves, huh? Yeah, make sure to steer clear of them.
Nothing?
Oh, great. Let's do a little disenchanting here. So, blocking, necklace.
This
And that's going to give me a level. Nice.
Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. Well, explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want
As you can see the camera angle, that's because of the Oblivion mod that I have.
Hey, don't do that.
Alright. Well, the less he knows. Let's take that level up real quick first. Put this one into stamina. We're not going heavy into stamina with him. Just a little bit. Just enough. Total, I think I'll ever hit with him might be 200. Maybe. That's about it. Light armor, I still don't have a perk in this? Could have sworn I took one. Probably when I got killed. Hopefully that helps. Alright, yeah. We're good.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. The dragon is lurking in the mountains.
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
And yeah, Ren, I think it is categorized as a war axe.
Yes, my Jarl.
I know you said you had one that was supposed to be special for that character. I didn't know if you had one in mind.
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Take this as a small token of my esteem.
Leather armor, eh?
There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
I see Brevin made himself comfortable. I saw that. Come on.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
So what does this have to do with the dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, the mod now that makes you zoom in like they did with Oblivion. I liked it in the beginning. It switches the camera way too much.
One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that
We'll have
falls
to see.
outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
See how it switches back? But when it switches to Farengar, it's supposed to be from his perspective and show me from third person, but it's not, so. Like right there.
learned of a certain stone tablet said to be
It's supposed to
held
be
in
over my
Bleak
shoulder
Falls
like I was
Barrow. The Dragon Stone
when I started
said
talking to
contain
him.
a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main.
Yeah, Ren, console it in. See if you like it.
Simplicity itself.
See how it looks on your character. Alright, so we don't have anything else to say to him.
You know, if you've got
Like
the
right there,
urge
that was supposed to be this angle here.
to use the fight
Dragons. We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl, about... You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will be most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Wow. What do you think, Braven? Let's see what I could offload onto his inventory. Cards that I've taken. They don't weigh anything, so. But we'll give him the silver ingot. I think that's about it. I keep those elven arrows. Come on, let's go.
Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts.
And here's an example of the having the different cloaks. That one's from the mod. Now obviously they're going to clip with the guard armor overhaul. They clip with the normal armors too, but they look nice. So these are normally from Cloaks of Skyrim. And they're from the, I think, Cloaks of the Nords, I believe. But you need Cloaks of Skyrim for it. It's supposed to be like a sister mod, so. And then obviously a Midian born. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're, I don't think, it's time to go dungeon diving in a barrel quite yet.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls.
What do you mean, Rooster? Any setting for what?
Staying safe, I hope.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm safe, but I hear something over there. Can't be bothered.
What do you need?
Torch really doesn't seem to give off light. I mean, it does, but it just doesn't seem like... it's probably just me.
Yes. Good morning. Take a look.
Ooh, he's got glass arrows. Look at that. I was never a fan of the glass war axe. Ever. Greatsword's alright. Daggers, eh. But the retextured glass bow I do like. Better shaped bows. That's a pretty nice looking weapon right there. Whoa, wrong one. Alright.
Farewell.
Don't have anything for him. Let's go, Braven.
Need something?
Alright, let's get that torch off. Alright guys, I have to make a hard save. There's a couple things in here that I need to check within my load order. I want to check all my patches, because I have the feeling I reran Quinn's, but I was supposed to rerun a different mod first, because I'm noticing a couple things that are missing. I also want to check out what Nesbitt said earlier about if there's anything. I have a feeling there's a patch that's active now that's not going to throw me an error because it's technically not either out of place or missing a master or anything like that. But I had the feeling it has to be moved up or down one spot. So, so this stream's, I'm going to call this one here. I'm going to take some time. I just want to look some stuff over. And then I think I'm going to take off the Oblivion styled in a NPC interaction where it zooms in like that. I wanted to give it a try just to see. I know I've seen a couple other people use it before in other playthroughs. It's just hard when the conversation, like if I need to be in third person for a lot of these conversations, and if it defaults to third person and then the conversation is going back and forth, but then it defaults to first person, it's kind of breaking what I'm trying to get going on, because I need to be in third person for a lot of this conversation. So I think that mod's got to go. It's safe to uninstall. I could just deactivate. It doesn't need a new game or anything like that. But so I think that's it. And yeah, I want to check those patches. So we'll call this one here. Like I said, I'm off all day today. It's only 10 to 3 p.m. my time now. I will probably get on in a couple hours and start back from where we are right now. Whether he decides to go to Bleak Falls or not, right now it's him and his buddy Braven. They may go back into Whiterun and go to the inn for a little bit. It's 10:30 in the morning. Both of them are night owls. Athralor for obvious reasons. Braven because he likes to drink a little bit. Hey. Yeah, that's what it says. Fully supports both first and yeah. Configure. Alright, so I'll go with the ini files. So Rooster's yelling at me here. I did read the mod description. I glanced it over. No, I read it. Like, I read the whole thing. It's not the any adjustments. I mean, unless I do adjust them and it bounces back and forth. But I think like more of what I'm trying to say is when I zoom out to a certain extent, I need the conversation to take place, but I need that setting to stay. I don't mind necessarily the bouncing back and forth, but it has to stay at the same depth from both angles. And if it doesn't do that, or if it blocks another NPC out that kind of needs to be in the shot, then that's going to break it for me. So I'll take a look. I'll go to the page. Yeah, Rooster's here yelling at me. Vampire perks, yes I do. Which I can't show you here because I'm not a lord, but I'm using Royal Bloodline. So it's not as nice as Sacrosanct's Vampire Lord tree for the perks. It just expands past the vanilla. And it does give you a couple extra abilities, but nowhere near what Sacrosanct's does. I'm using Better Vampires basically for the regular vampire gameplay. Like I said, I did try this character with Sacrosanct. Like I went a whole test play with Better Vampires and I loved it. It felt natural. But I wanted to, make sure this is the one I was going to stick with. So I went to Sacrosanct. I probably did 6 or 7 episodes. So, like, what's my average playtime? 3 hours, 4 hours? So we'll say 6 times 4. It's about 24 to 30 hours with Sacro. I know, and you use great use of the caps lock button. I know you're not yelling at me. No, I did read the description though, but I'll have to check the any settings though. That's something I haven't done. We'll see. It's either gonna work or it's not, and I think like in my head, I already kind of know how I want things to play out. But the difference between choosing this over Sacrosanct is I've used Sacrosanct a lot in the past. While I actually think it is the better of the two vampire mods on the whole, I think it's a little more narrow-sighted in the fact that you really need to be more on the mage side. Whereas with Athralor, he is more on the physical side. He uses magic as a supplement. Now, I could use Hemomancy spells, and kind of keep this play style. The detractions of that mod are like regeneration based. The fact that I would still be able to use potions. Now I could just say, well, I'm not going to use any potions, but I physically now I cannot use potions. If I go in game to use a potion and I try to use it, it'll do absolutely nothing. And then if I exit out and I get hit, I'm dead. and that's kind of what I need to do. It just felt like with Sacro there was, it was geared more towards that. The other plus that I liked to it, but it didn't seem right with that thriller, was the drain lethal. I would just go into a town and just do it on all the guards to gain like, you know, an extra 15 to 20 points of stats. I could do that for every town if I wanted to. I mean, it wouldn't be that much, but you know, I can go from Whiterun to Windhelm to Solitude to Riften and just drain the guards while they sleep. But that would lend to him being more of an evil character, and he's not good, but he's not evil inherently. He's cocky, but I don't see him going in just draining guards. I could see him going in just to feed at night, but not kill them. It would drain lethal with Sacrosanct. It would, it's just too much of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's too enticing. It makes me want to do it almost because I have the option to. When that little icon pops up and it says drain, like for feed, and then drain lethal to kill, and you know you're going to gain like an extra perk, and then I think it buffs your destruction. I think drain lethal, when you kill them, it buffs your destruction skill too, so I mean, that helps your hemomancy too, but... Rooster's already looking in the ini settings. You probably have it downloaded. You probably are looking at it already. I don't even need to do this. Wants to turn it on and off. I'll have to take a look at it still. A necrophilomancer. How do you say that? Necrophiliac-mancer. Yeah, that's a Rondel up in Yingvild. That's basically what he is. That's what we were talking about that in Discord earlier today. That's exactly what he is. That's base game vanilla. People were thinking that that's, you know, creepy. Well, Skyrim made that guy like that vanilla back in 2011. Because he's basically raising the bodies. Now they're whatchamacallit, they are ghosts, so it's not like they're walking corpses that he does things with, but obviously the one ghost is in his bed. The soul gem that controls them all is on the pedestal next to that little throne that he sits on. And then when you first walk in there, if you're sneaky enough and you walk in there, you could actually steal that soul gem off that pedestal, and it makes his companions, quote unquote, start attacking him. So that ghost that's standing next to him will start fighting him. But yeah, that's exactly what he is. It's a cool concept, though. I mean, it's creepy as hell. I think it's pretty cool. You know, there's a lot of people that would think that that's disgusting. Well, yeah, necromancy in general is kind of creepy, so you kind of have to expand your mind there. So anyway, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream probably a little later. It's almost 3 p.m. for me, so let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7, which would be 4 hours. 7 p.m. Maybe 6, between 6 and 7. I'm gonna make myself dinner early tonight because I just have some frozen Chinese that I'm gonna heat up in a little while. But after that, I'll restart. I just want to take a look at my mod list just to make sure everything's there, and then I want to look at those ini settings that Rooster was talking about. So I'm done rambling. Thanks guys for joining me. We'll start back in a couple hours, and I will see you in Discord. Have a good one. Bye.